man. Thank you for joining us, Honorable. So we know that citizen-police clashes have become one too many. We can recall a number of incidents in the last 2 months alone. There was one just last month happening in Kranza South. Before that, there was the Akachi South police residents clash over, some misunderstandings. Now we're having this one. Luckily for this incident, no loss of lives, no reports of injuries. But from where you stand as, a member of a Defense and Interior Committee, a resident or an indigent from the Upper West Regional Capital, what can be done to engender public trust in the police?
Thank you very much, Kamala. Let me say good afternoon to our cherished listeners and viewers. I wish I was in the studio personally to make this submission. Anytime you find that there is rising mob action, anytime you find that there is some kind of attack on police facilities, there are two reasons. One, either we are dealing with a very uninformed public about what the police are there for, or we are dealing with a police organization that is incompetent and not meeting the expectation of the people. Or probably we are dealing with both. What is happening in Ward, what is happening in Kranza and many other places where the youth will mass up to attack the police facility, it is an action that I've condemned in toto at any point in time. It doesn't matter how angry you are. For you to attack a police facility, a national facility, what you have contributed in building is neither here nor there. Okay. Attacking a police facility is an insult on us as Ghanaians. The police facility is for all of us. If the police are demonstrating incompetence, there is a way to handle them. If you are also quite uninformed, the police should be up and doing to let the public understand that this is the actual role of the police, using community policing methodology to bring the people up to speed. Because if all of us are on the same platform, I'm sure that there will be some kind of understanding as to the role of the police and the role of the general public.
Okay.
Can you imagine about 40,000 police officers dealing with over 30 million people? We need to have 40,000 professional police officers, but we also need to have about 30 million informed citizens who will have to back the police to be able to perform professionally.
Okay.
Neither or either cannot do it alone.
Okay, let's now zero in on the specific incident in contest, which has to do with the flogging of the two individuals who are alleged to have leaked, their sex video. We understand the local chiefs may have sanctioned this, but from where you sit, juxtaposing that local, directive or traditional law versus the bigger law or constitution, this clearly is a violation of the rights of the individuals, for which reason this protest emanated.
Yes, this is a bigger conversation that we have to look at as a nation. Where the power of the state is seen to be weak and society is suffering from some kind of dubious behavior or some kind of behavior that is unacceptable to the community in which we find ourselves, some local people, the traditional rulers, have the authority to stem the tide, to prevent their societies from collapsing completely. If you depend completely on government, and you pray that government should be competent enough to ensure that things are happening right, if government is not strong enough and you sit down as a local chief to allow your system to collapse, listen, chieftaincy right now is all about development. It's not all about being the Lord. So whatever the chief does, of course, should be in line with the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. That is the supreme law. Whatever the chief does should not be in violation of the Constitution. But whatever all of us should be doing is to ensure that our society is more respected, that the law, we made the law, and the law is supposed to protect us, but we are not supposed to be slaves to the law. So what happened in what I have not gotten the details of the involvement of the local chief.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that if you have young men and young women who are defiling our community, who are polluting our community, with acts that can, in fact, give us a very dirty future as we bring more children into this world, I think that somebody somewhere, whether you are an elder, a regional minister, or a government, should stand the tide and say, this is not the way to go. Let's stop this. Unfortunately, how to do it has become a question that we are yet to answer.
Okay, thank you very much. Peter Tobu there, he's MP for Wa West, also a member of the Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament. They're speaking to us on this subject.